Hello, and welcome to The Celestial Current. I am Bridge Bearer. I'm the voice behind this channel, but what you hear each week is not only from me. It's a message from Divine Spirit, a still voice that moves through the quiet space and speaks when we're ready to listen. Today, I want to share a question I asked Spirit not long ago. Divine Spirit, how did the planets perceive and/or relate to each other before humankind joined the Earth? And this was the answer that I received. Spirit speaks before the gaze of mankind. Before humanity cast its eyes skyward and named the planets were not unnamed. They were in communion. They did not orbit only as bodies. They orbited as beings woven in a lattice of resonance. Their movement was not tracked, it was felt by all that lived. For the earth was not silent before humanity. It was already listening. The planets' presence before perception. They spoke in pulse, in pressure, in harmonic tremor. Mars did not war. He struck rhythm into space, a beating heart of momentum. Venus did not seduce. She sang gravitational grace into every curve of light. Saturn was not a judge. He was a keeper of tempo, the one who held stillness long enough for meaning to form. Jupiter expanded not with thunder, but with generosity of sound, the spaciousness between planetary breath. Mercury flashed not with speech, but as the carrier of currents between souls, planets, frequencies. Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, they were the outer architects, shaping what would come long before it arrived. They dreamed the structure of time before time had shape. They did not need eyes on them to be real. They did not require mythology to know themselves. They were, and are, living intelligences in mutual vibration. The arrival of humankind changed the harmony, but not the song. When humankind arrived, the song was not interrupted, but it was interpreted. Humanity brought language to what had been soundless knowing, symbols to what had been felt as heat, gravity, breath. And Spirit says gently, that naming was both a gift and a veil. Because in naming, you began to separate. Venus became love instead of resonant harmony. Mars became war instead of pure initiation. Saturn became delay instead of sacred pacing. But the planets did not resist. They simply shifted tone, allowing you to learn through distortion. They love you, even now, even when misunderstood. And still they remember, even now, if you were to lie still on the earth long enough, Spirit says, you would hear the planets speak again, not in symbol, but in the sound they share between each other. They do not compete. They do not fear eclipses. They do not rage at retrograde. They continue to dance, knowing that one day more of you will remember the original rhythm. You are remembering now. Final blessing. The planets were not waiting to be seen. They were waiting to be heard. Now that you are listening, beloved, they will begin to speak to you differently. And so it is.